How to use Qwen Text-to-Image Generator, step by step. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys step by step on how you can get started with using Qwen's AI image generator. Now, one of the reasons why I really love to use Qwen is because this is a completely free platform. They're not going to limit you with some credits or a monthly refresh, but instead you can generate as much as you want to your heart's liking. So let's jump right in. To get started with Qwen, simply head on over to Qwen AI and then click on Qwen Chat. Now, their image generation is one of their most popular features, but they do have other features including deep thinking as well as research, search, as well as reading and summarizing documents, multimodal understanding, and so much more. So simply click on Start Now over here, and once you click on Start Now, you can get started. Now, I have created some images already, and I'm going to be showing you guys how you can sign up as well. So starting off, when you click on over here, this will open up the sign up page, and this is what your sign up page is going to look like. Now, from your sign up page, you're going to click on Sign Up on the top right, and then you're going to either enter your details and agree to the terms of service, or you can continue with Google or GitHub. That is all you have to do. There's no complicated pricing or plans or subscription or other information that you need to provide. So I'm just going to be signing in over here, and just like so, I'm going to be proceeding with my account on Quen AI. Now from here, I'm gonna go on ahead and show you guys some examples of different types of images we've created. Starting off with our first image. So this is an image where I asked it to create a hyper-realistic woman putting on makeup in her bedroom, and this is the image it created. Then if we scroll down, I changed it to a hyper-realistic girl putting on makeup in her bedroom. She has long blonde hair and is wearing a tank top. And then this is the image it created. Then after that, I asked it to create a creative workshop logo called Ornamo, and this is what it created. Now from here, another really amazing feature is their analyzing image feature. So I asked it to analyze this image, and this is the description it provided me. Then I used the same description to generate an image as well, and it was able to create an image that has a similar feel to the image that I originally uploaded. You guys can see both look like professional images taken for product advertisements. So it is able to understand those types of queries where you're not necessarily specifying something that is very physical, but instead you're specifying the overall perception that you want to give with your image. So to get started, we're just going to click on New Chat and then click on Image Generation. Once you click on Image Generation, you're just going to describe the image that you want to generate. From your bottom left, you can choose the different ratios. So we can create a square image, a 3x4, 4x3, 16x9, and 9x16. And they also give you some example prompts that you can use. And you can also use voice and video chatting. So if I click on voice chat, I can proceed with just saying my instructions. Just like so, I'm going to be disconnecting this microphone, and we're just going to proceed. And you guys can see we can just proceed and use their video chat or voice chat, but I'm just going to be typing in my general instructions for my image. So for my image, let's say now we want to create something. A man in his office working on his laptop. Now this is a very generalized description. There are a few basics that I would want you guys to include in your prompts, and that is the subject. The subject is the main focus of the image. Then you want to add any secondary environmental objects or surroundings. Then the third thing you want to include is the mood or feel of the image. Then you also want to include camera angles if you're looking for something specific. Then you want to include lighting as well. So these are like the 5 components that if you describe them, it's going to be a bit easier for you to have images that are exactly what you imagine. So this image is pretty good, but if I was to improve upon my original prompt, I would do it as such. So a man in his cubicle, CLE, a man, a 30-year-old office worker in his cubicle working on his laptop. Other cubicles are visible. He has small photos on his desk, And now I've provided a bit more detail within my image, and you guys will see a different type of image is going to appear because I've defined what type of person I'm trying to imagine or picture. And with the help of Qwen, you're able to create as many images as you want. There are no limits to using this realistically, unless you're creating, million images. Unless you're doing that, you're easily able to create as much as your heart desires. And you can even regenerate images if you do not like the initial results. So you guys can see this is a far more realistic image. So there's this image, coffee, and the coffee cup is a bit glitchy because it's like a disposable cup with a handle. So it combined the two types of cups. There's a laptop, the man is working, he has this office chair, there are multiple cubicles, other people are working as well. So in general, it provided us a pretty nice image, and I can proceed with further edits. If I want to regenerate this, I can just click on regenerate and I will still have access to both of the images that have been created. So let's take a look at what a regeneration is going to look like. And these are just images of overall moods. If you want to create something like one object, like I want to create an image of a apple, you can do that as well. If you're trying to build ASMR content or images for ASMR content, you can do that as well. So you can specify the style if you want it to be hyper zoomed in, or if you want to, blend worlds and create a office environment out of, crystals or something. So this is the second image. Again, it has created two coffee cups, which don't look nice, but I could easily ask it to remove one. Now, let's say I want to create an image of a mango. Let's say I don't want anything else. I just want an image of a mango. And let's see what type of mango it creates. And then you can be a bit more creative. You can ask it to do things like make a mango that has skin like a strawberry. So if you're doing those types of, creative images, you can also do that with the help of Qwen. Now, on the top left of your chat box or your text section, you will find the actual model that you're using. So this is Qwen 3 that you are going to be using, and they have older versions as well. They have a code version, a high performance version, as well as a coder flash, and they're older models. And this is the image of mangoes that it has created, and so on and so forth. We can proceed with further images. Now, images are not the only thing that you can do with Qwen. You guys can see you have the ability to attach your own documents, files, videos, audio, images. You can also go into their thinking model, and then after that you even have a search model which allows you to have access to the internet. So if you're trying to browse, you can do that as well. And you also have a web development section which can help you in developing different types of pages. You have deep research as well as image generation, and you can click on more. You have artifacts as well, where you can generate different types of artifact. You also have the ability to go with video generation, code, making plans, getting the latest news, analyzing images, summarizing text, brainstorming, helping you write, as well as getting advice. So just like so, you can ask it for advice as well. I hope you guys found this video helpful and you are now able to get started with Qwen AI. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and if you have any questions or queries, leave those in the comments down below.